Hey there, I'm Mark Knowlton from Gloucester in the UK, and you're listening to the Living in Las Vegas podcast on the Vegas Video Network, brought to you by the great people at the Capitol Grill, where the parking is still free. Roll that video, Scott.
Living in Las Vegas.
International.
Now.
You started. I told you.
Maybe you're right. Okay, be quiet now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome from Las Vegas, Nevada. That groovy little podcast that gives you a true first-person look into what it's like to call Sin City your home. The Living in Las Vegas podcast. Here we go! Yahoo! And now your host, a man who clearly needs some kind of introduction, otherwise you wouldn't know who he was. Wow, that was awesome. Mr. Scott Whitney. How is that? Good? Fantastic. Welcome, everybody, to the Living in Las Vegas podcast here on the Vegas Video Network. Thank you so very much. And hey, by the way, let me be the first to congratulate you because you are watching or listening to the longest running podcast about Vegas that actually originates from Vegas, which means that we're not only going to talk about what it's like to live here. Nope. We're going to be talking about our adventures on the Strip, downtown, Fremont Street, other cool places here in the Valley. And by the way, if you're a fan, you're a tourist, maybe you're even thinking about moving to our fair city. Well, guess what? Your show here, this show here, is like your own secret handshake to all things cool and groovy. Yeah, roll your R's, and that makes you sound sophisticated. Hey, our free show is live the first and third Tuesday of every month at 7 p.m. Pacific time at VegasVideoNetwork.com. Again, VegasVideoNetwork.com. Just like our good friend Christina Aguilera will say, come on over. Come on over. We're actually live streaming today, both on Facebook and on our website as well.
Now that we're on the Facebook, could we get someone a little bit more relevant?
Who? Christina Aguilera?
Yeah.
She does a song called Come On Over.
I know, but
Do you know somebody else
nobody
that
out
does
there
a
in
song?
Facebook land can resonate with that right now.
They can, because the minute I say come on over, they're thinking, come on over, baby.
I don't. The Facebook
She
kids
sings
skew
a little
young.
bit better about that. Okay, well, all I'm trying to say is this. Come on over, get yourself in the live chat, meet some really groovy people. So groovy, by the way, that they show up sometimes an hour before the show. Why? Because they love each other. We've created this fantastic community of the nicest people you'll ever want to meet. They're welcoming. They'll draw you to their bosom, let you suckle from their nipples if you need to. If you want, they will give. And they are all over the place. Wayne, for example.
Oh, I mean, the places these people are. Las Vegas.
What?
Henderson?
Come on.
Maybe you've heard of it.
Kentucky?
They have video out there.
They do not.
Yeah, and internet and everything.
That's
it's a
nice.
fantastic little
That's
city.
pretty cool.
Michigan.
Nice place.
Montana. I'm not sure if they have internet in Montana.
There is no speed limit in Montana.
California.
Get out of
that
there.
That can't be true.
No, they don't. There's a place where you just go.
I don't know that I believe
It's
that.
true.
That's called the Autobahn in Germany.
Well, it's kind of like that.
Hey, how about also Texas?
Yeehaw!
Arizona. Illinois.
Or Illinois.
Illinois. Florida, if the alligators, the sinkholes haven't gotten them yet.
It's where when the mice lived out there. Oh, sure.
And Canada. And not just Canada once.
No.
A lot of times you could say Canada, just be done with it. A lot of people would know what you mean. No, Canada and Canada.
That's right. They're all over.
Yeah.
They like us on both the west and the east side, the left and the right
All the
side.
provinces.
They're everywhere.
From the Nova Scotia to the
the-
Saskatchewan to the Newfoundland and all the ones in between.
That's good. I know Canada.
Oh, Canada. Our home and native land.
And by the way, another great thing about being in the live chat, of course, and watching us live is that we actually start broadcasting the show before we start recording the show. So you get a little pre-show juice. And then, wait a minute, here comes the best part. After the show is done and we stop the recording,
Oh my gosh.
hell breaks loose. Then we really tell you how we feel. Because most people think of this show and they think they're pretty hold back. They don't really share their feelings. That's right. Wait till after the show when we're stopped recording and there is no record of what we're thinking about. That's when we say what we really think. Hey,
Harder
I'm your
to prove the
host.
felonies that way.
That's right. Hey, I'm your host, Scott Whitney. Konnichiwa, buenas noches. How you doing, hot stuff? I am the founder of the Vegas Video Network, so on behalf of all the shows in the network, thanks for watching. And of course, for this little humble show, we dig you hanging out with us as well. Well, that sounded kind of like Bill Clinton a little bit. I did not have sex with that host. Speaking of host, or co-host, I should say. Hey, it's Pip and Wayne, everybody. Look at that.
Thank you, thank you. I represent just this show and just this chair on the network. So on behalf of this chair, hey there.
Hey there. What's the over-under, my friend?
Hey, let's do, well, we're on the Facebook Live now, and those kids, the millennials have shorter attention spans.
So 15 minutes.
So, yeah, let's go, that's probably even a little generous. Hey, let's do 41.
41 and a hook. I'm putting in the hook. So
you have to. Yeah. Nobody wants to tie.
There's a couple of people new in the live chat, but they came while the show started, so I really can't give you their insight, but I've just seen for the first time Dolly Parton, as in Dalai Lama, but Dolly Parton. I've seen for the first time Punk Dave and Wonderful Wayne. I'm guessing that's you.
That is me.
Okay, so you've changed your name to Plume.
For now. Yeah.
Boy. Okay. Also, thanks to Mark Knowlton from Gloucester or Gloucester, depending on where you're from, the UK. We are international, my friends, and you got to love us for that. Let's begin.
Oh, it's my favorite part of the show.
Yep.
The dead music part.
Please tell everybody that you still don't have what you want.
Yeah.
Just do it. The show is also brought to you by TJA Fridays and their discounts on the Coors Light, I think you said.
Yes. It was free.
Happy Hour Coors Light.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody.
Woo.
It's Pick Your Poison number 7. All right.
Lucky number 7.
Right. Wayne is going to explain to you how Pick Your Poison works. Wayne.
Oh, so it's brilliant in its simplicity. So what happens is there is a wheel here. Said wheel gets spun like said direction. So it lands on a topic. Let's say, for example, Mexican food. I will tell Scott, I will channel, really get in sync with the yin and the yang of the average Las Vegas tourist, the average person that lives here, the blue-collar person struggling, raising a family, just trying to get by in this
half-hour show, man.
One-sided world. Scott will then tell you the bougie 1%, where those people like to hang out and drink white wine with their pinkies out. And
to do, Wayne.
And then there'll be some type of vote where Scott has already predetermined the voters. He has pre-greased those wheels. He gives them prizes, and it makes it look like I've lost.
All of it's lies. Okay, thanks, Wayne. Just as we go back and look at previous episodes, the last 6,
Scott, why do you want to live in the past?
I just checked.
Life is what's in front of you.
And by the way, we let the live chat vote on this, so it's not me just, bulldozing this. I'm just like, open. Hey,
Scott, Jesus forgives you for your past.
Jesus loves me. This
He
I
does.
know because the Bible tells me so. And by the way, I looked and I've won approximately, now I'm not bragging, 95%, which is pretty good if you are like if you care about numbers and stuff. Okay, would you like to spin first, my friend?
Just because you think you win more does not make you a good person. Hitler made a hell of a sandwich.
No, he didn't. Nobody can prove that. He had one non-descending ball.
Welcome to Wicked History here on the Vegas Video Network.
Okay, go.
Oh, Wheel of Morality. Turn, turn, turn.
Okay.
And it's Mexican.
And to prove to you that randomness isn't, we're going to go with Mexican food. Would you like to go first?
Oh. No, I spun. You can go first.
Fair enough. Mexican food. Just discovered this place this weekend.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So downtown Summerlin. Wait a minute. Actually, I'm not going to give this one because it's the Haddam. So we'll go to a different one. Let's go with, here we go. Part of what's important when you're selecting a Mexican restaurant is not just the food, but the food, the drinks, and the ambiance. Those are the 3 things. Food, drink, ambiance. That sounds right. That seems fair, right, everybody? Yeah? Okay, good, great. Oh, I'm sorry. There's one more. Food, drink, ambiance, and
Free chips and salsa.
view.
Oh.
Food, drinks, ambiance, view. So, when you think about that, there are a number of Mexican restaurants here in Las Vegas. As a matter of fact, we're in Nevada. Pretty much, I'd say 50% of the ethnic restaurants here are probably Mexican restaurants. There are several good ones. Right now, Wayne is furiously looking up a Mexican restaurant because he's like, I wonder if TGI Fridays counts. They serve enchiladas. Okay, no. And that's why you're going to lose Mexican restaurants.
That was called Chi-Chi's and some E. coli shut them down.
Here it is. The answer is El Segundo Sol. El Segundo Sol. This is a place. This is kind of our go-to place, as a matter of fact, when it comes to Mexican food. When we have friends in town, when I'm meeting people. Location, fantastic. It's at the Fashion Show Mall, but not in the mall. You don't have to deal with those mall rats. Those people are not to be toyed with. Leave them alone. Instead, it's on the outside corner, right across from Wynn, Las Vegas. So you've got a view. You can watch the people going up and down the strip. You know, we saw a bus for a strip club, and there were strippers on the top of the bus. This is the greatest city.
That sounds like a great...
it's a great city. And,
yeah,
and if,
bring the kids.
Well, I didn't say bring the kids.
Oh.
You can bring kids. Kids need to see that stuff. At some point, they have to be, oh, is mommy a stripper? Yes, mommy's proud to be a stripper because she's bringing home 6 figures a year.
Right.
So shut the hell up. Johnny, now go do your homework. And I'm going to do my homework.
Because you're going to USC thanks to mom.
Right. I can afford USC. Otherwise, you'd be going to UNLV. And be playing at a new Raiders stadium. Of course, you'd have to wear Kevlar jackets in your new uniform, but that's fantastic. Anyway, so great view. So that's fantastic. The ambiance, good decorations, good service, fantastic. Food, how's the food there? Oh, tableside, guacamole stuff, whatever you call that stuff. Dip stuff.
Guacamole, I believe.
I think there's a name for it. I feel like there's a name for it, and I forgot it.
Yeah, guacamole.
Tableside, and you can adjust the heat, not too hot, not too cold. So if you're a white guy like me, un poquito el fuego, mi amigo. Or if you're like a crazy un fuego caliente, you can do either one there. Margaritas, are they any good? Have I ever got drunk at El Segundo Sol? Let's go with yes. Let's say more than once. I've had Haddams at El Segundo Sol. Several, as a matter of fact. So El Segundo Sol, it's on the street level, Fashion Show Mall, right across from Wynn. Hard to beat. Wayne?
Scott, part of the reason why you just are, I feel so bad beating you up in these competitions, is because much like how you focus on the past and refuse to look forward to the future, your small-mindedness just keeps you stuck here in Las Vegas. You know, there's a whole world out there.
Thank you.
With trees and stars and sky and water, whole world out there. So let's just not stick with Vegas. Let's go outside the box a little bit. Let's go to somewhere that is nationally known for being fantastic. Probably, and from your homegrown California area.
Okay, it's got to be in Las Vegas. Okay.
Yep. Javier's, a California institution with a Las Vegas location at the Aria. Let me tell you how good Javier's is.
Okay, you tell me.
In fact, I'm not actually going to tell you. 1,289 people on TripAdvisor give this 4.5 stars. Its Yelp reviews are just as impressive.
Right.
This is a California institution that when people go, travel out there, they look forward to this. We have this in Vegas.
Yeah.
So...
go ahead, keep going. Tell me when you're done.
No.
I got a response.
Okay.
But just
go ahead.
You seem to know quite a bit about Javier's. Wait a minute. You have the same look. You have almost 73% of the time you do one. You do this. You furiously go to TripAdvisor and go, best Mexican restaurant. And you're like, oh shit, I hope it's not Del Taco or Taco Bell.
No.
Javier's. Where is Javier's?
I've heard of I've heard of the California location many times. I've not been to the Las Vegas one.
So, you've been to the one in California.
I've heard of it.
So what's so great about you is, besides being a habitual liar, I give you this. You're a fantastic researcher. Fantastic. While I was talking and telling you the place that you need to go for a Mexican restaurant. You've never seen a more furiously engaged man.
I had heard a location was opening in Las Vegas. I just want to make sure it had.
You had heard? Do you know how long it's been there? Don't look down.
Probably since last, I don't know, 2 years.
Maybe a little longer. Maybe original with the hotel. Might be.
Well,
Whoops.
it's one of the newest properties on the Strip.
Okay, and what's also fascinating about your response here, the thing that you give me shit about almost all the time is being bourgeois, the 1%. Which do you think is the most expensive restaurant? El Segundo Sol, which has happy hours pretty much all the time.
Scott,
Well, please
you
don't
get what
interrupt
you
me.
pay for.
Or, this is so sweet. You're trying to be like Dad. That's sweet. Or Javier's, which is at the Aria, which the average drink price is $18. I'll let you go ahead and answer that as well.
You get what you pay for.
Okay.
There's a certain level of quality.
You know what?
That
You are like Trump Jr. You just lie, and you're hoping eventually people will give up. Okay, live chat. Here's your decision. Is it El Segundo Sol, brought to you by somebody who's actually been to El Segundo Sol, or is it Javier's at Aria, which has never been visited by the person who suggested it? By the way, I've visited Javier's. El Segundo Sol, 1. We got 2. We got 3. 4, 5. Oh, this is not even fair. And the winner, Scott again, El Segundo Sol. I think I'll be here all week. Now, we have one person who said that they heard Javier's is amazing from you.
well, I wouldn't tell a lie.
Well, it was not a lie in that you don't know. Now, I will say one thing about Javier's after you've just lost. And that is where I discovered the best jalapeno margarita in Las Vegas is at Javier's. So, good guess. But no. Okay, let's continue on. Number 2. Here we go. Spin, 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 spin. Oh. So okay, this is a place that you're surprised how good it was. Something in Las Vegas that you were like, whoa, I can't believe it's this good.
Does it have to be a restaurant?
Nope. Anything.
Wow. We really should rig this wheel and come up with these beforehand.
Right, because you don't get to research what's surprisingly good in Vegas. The heat, the weather, the nice people, the strip clubs, that you can gamble. No.
What is surprisingly good in
Las Vegas? You were surprised that you heard about it and you went, oh, Christ, this is not going to be good. And you experienced it and you thought, well, I'll be hornswoggled and hogtied. Out there was a pretty good little thing right there. Could have been a cowboy Christmas, the way I just talked there. Yeah.
You've got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle.
I do. Mm-hmm. With or without clothes. No water beds for me. Shall I go again while you're waiting? You seem to be struggling slightly.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Here's the problem. The problem is you typically Vegas has a certain level of quality, and you expect, generally being as accurate and right as I usually am, I'm usually spot on. So it's hard for me to be surprised.
You know what? That's sweet of you, and I actually think the Chamber of Commerce should hire you because that you and I both know that's complete and utter nonsense. There is so much crap coming out of this town that it's there's not enough doggy bags to put all the crap in.
Okay, I'm good.
Go.
I'm just going to say it straight away. My vote is the T-Mobile Arena. Because before I went down there, I just thought, okay, it's an arena. I've been to Thomas and Mack. I used to have season tickets down there. And you think to yourself, okay, it's a stadium. You expect, a stadium, you expect to pay $12 for a beer. You expect to pay $8 for a hot dog. And you sit in a chair and you watch, whatever your sporting event is, your concert, what have you. I went into T-Mobile Arena and I was very pleasantly surprised how nice it is. From the concourses with the natural lighting, to the views and the quality of the seats. I went up to the club on the very top level and looked out over the eagles' nests they have that protrude out over where you can see straight down. You have kind of like a bird's eye view from up in the rafters. I sat in some of the couches up there, toured the whole facility during some basketball games I went to during the end of the college basketball season. And so the food was efficiently done. They have Apple Pay stations at all the concession stands.
Whoops.
I don't even have to pull my card out.
That's a demerit.
And so I just, you don't have to, normally you have to hand your person to someone with probably a questionable background because nobody goes to college to work the concession stand.
True.
At an arena. So you're completely in control of your card. If you don't have Apple Pay, I apologize, you can swipe your own card yourself. So I was pleasantly surprised about the amenities, the quality of the venue, the use of the natural light. You can go outside and yet still be inside the venue if you want to get some air, you want to look out over the plaza on the strip.
That's right.
So I would say the T-Mobile Arena.
Very good. That was well discussed. I thought you did a nice job. It was cute. So here's what's funny about what you just said. You're insane. You're high. You've got to stop. You know what? I think 3 Coors Lights is too much for you. It's kind of hurting you a little bit. You're surprised that Live Nation, the largest live venue company in the world, and
I don't
MGM,
think they're the largest.
Yeah, they are.
No,
and
AEG I think is bigger than
okay,
that.
so they're the second largest. You're surprised that Live Nation and MGM could somehow cobble together a stadium.
You've been in MGM Grand Garden. What's special about the MGM Grand Garden?
It's a great location.
What's special about it?
It's not special. I'm not,
oh, there we go. It's not
but
special.
we're not
it's
asking
not
about
special.
surprises. And so it is a good stadium. I've seen many a happy concert there. The T-Mobile place, it's a good stadium. It's a newer stadium. It should be better than the MGM Grand. It should be better than Mandalay Bay. It should be better than anything built before it. That's what you're supposed to do. So appreciate it. The descriptions were fantastic, but it wasn't a surprise. Everybody knows it's going to be good. They put a lot of money into it. Here's a surprise. About 4 years ago, let me back up. So everybody knows that when you think Las Vegas, one of the things that are attached to it besides Elvis, which, by the way, Elvis isn't drawing in the way he used to, is the mob, right? This is a mob place. It's a place. How many entertainers have you heard say, you know what, it was great when the mob ran the place because then they really loved musicians. Of course, they didn't love musicians. They loved money. And they were making a lot of money. And that's why they had the musicians there. The musicians were making money. They wouldn't be doing that for free, nonetheless. So what people started to do is they were like, you know what we should do is a mob museum. And a couple popped up. And one of them, the first one that had a lot of juice, got a lot of PR, and it was in a great location at the Tropicana, was the Mob Museum something or other, or the whatever, I don't know what it was. And it was, to put it delicately, a shit show. It's horrible. And then they opened one up in downtown, the Mob Museum downtown. And I thought to myself, oh, well, what are they doing here? There are 2 shit shows? Why would they do this? And downtown? I don't think so. But I went once because I'm a really good husband. And I walked into the Mob Museum, which used to be, I think, a courthouse or a jailhouse or a horror. I don't know what it used to be, but it's something there. It's over at the end. You take 3rd Street to Oakley or Opie or Omaha or whatever it is. A dead end. It's something like that. Who cares? Doesn't matter.
Such knowledge you bring.
Yeah, I actually went there, though. I think you actually did go to T-Mobile as opposed to Javier's, though. So you got 1 point for that. So I went into this thinking this is going to be a drag. You know, we'll be in for 15 minutes. I'm going to go out, head on down to, I don't know, Triple George and have a couple drinks, maybe some Coors Light, and live the good life. 3.5 hours later, I was sad that it was over. 3.5 hours later. I would invite you to go on TripAdvisor. I'm sure the Mob Museum has very high ratings. This is a kind of thing where it could go wrong in so many ways. And in fact, it was right in almost every way. 3 different floors, different themes on every floor, great background information, well done, well-researched, fun, funny, scary. Actually, there's some parts that were a little intense. Some interactive stuff. I'm telling you, everybody who goes to the Mob Museum downtown loves it, and it's one of the places that we recommend on the show for people who are like, can I go to somewhere that's not your typical Las Vegas Strip thing? Not the casino, not the gambling, not the drinking, not the something different, something that will be different but Vegas-y. And guess what? The Mob Museum surprised the hell out of me at how good it was. So that's it. Either T-Mobile, the multi-million-dollar stadium that was surprising that was built so well, or a Mob Museum in Las Vegas. Live chat, tell us what you think.
They're putting a speakeasy in
I need
over
a
there.
ticker. Why should I have a ticker?
We'll have to go there for that.
We'll do a kissy. What?
They're putting a speakeasy in there.
In the Mob Museum? Mm-hmm. Like a bar thing?
Yeah, they're doing like $1 million renovation already.
$1 million? Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. There you go.
Yeah. Hey!
Okay, let's see what we got.
We got a vote for T-Mobile.
Okay, we got let's see. Sorry, we got one T-Mobile. We got one person saying these are sad. We got Mob. Well, it's a tie. Oh, it's 3-2 Mob. Ooh, this is a tight one. This is good. 3-2 Mob.
No.
Yeah. I see T-Mobile.
Use Vegas Dog.
T-Mobile.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Mob. So now it's 4-2. Any strip club. Samstown. You know what? They're doing 5. Okay, so I win again. By the way, I was watching boxing at Samstown. Do you know where Samstown is?
I do.
Where is it?
It's on Boulder Highway, Boulder and Flamingo.
We were at this Saturday. We were in Mandalay Bay at a bar, just chilling out. And
I feel like we've been to Samstown. No?
That doesn't sound like something that your buddy Scott would do. Okay, I'm gonna roll. Oh, your turn to roll, and you get to go first this time. Wait, did I?
No, I went first last time.
No, I went first twice because you couldn't come up with anything just now. Oh,
this is only our second.
I know. I went first the first time, and then I went first this time.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I did T-Mobile first.
Okay, here we go. Just checking to make sure you're paying attention. So while you really don't know how the game works, you are watching how it was rolling. That's good. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. Oh, slot machine. What is your favorite slot machine?
You know, when you play the slots, as they say, casinos aren't built on winners. So you kind of go in knowing that the odds are going to be stacked against you.
Right.
So when I play a slot machine, I want to be entertained.
Yeah.
And the more the entertaining, the better value I feel I got for the money that I'm arguably always going to lose. So with the different technology, and things have come and go, there's multiplayer games. I saw a fish game where you got a joystick and you're trying to hook the fish or something silly.
Right.
But I like a little bit more of an immersive experience. There is a slot machine, and it's a themed game.
Yeah.
I'm a fan, I'll tell you, and I'm not afraid to admit this. I'm a fan of the Michael Jackson slot machine because you've got the Dolby surround sound speakers behind you.
Yep.
They're playing Michael's best stuff. You get a bonus game, and then, you know, Michael's doing some Smooth Criminal, and he's kicking your bonus squares, and he's giving you, you know, we got 5 times over here, and we got some Lock and Wilds over here. And, you know, as you play, as you spin the reels, the riff from Dirty Diana plays, and you got the bass right behind you, and it's an immersive experience. I feel, you know, I never got to see Michael in concert, but I feel, you know, by playing this, I feel like I at least get some entertainment for my money. The music's good. Yeah, you get the bonus game. He does some of those.
Grabs his crotch.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you know that you're getting extra bonus money.
How often do you hear
that? Right.
that?
Every time Michael grabs his crotch, someone gets some extra bonus money.
Right. It's called a lawsuit.
So until now that he has passed on, until they come out with a Prince slot machine where he's riding his motorcycle.
I don't think you're going to watch it.
You don't think that what?
You're going to actually play the Prince game. Have you listened to Prince?
I will. I'm back to listening to Prince now.
Because you were persona non grata.
It took me a while to get over it. Okay. So until they come out with a Prince machine where like you go to the little red Corvette bonus round and you know those kinds of things, I'm going to say I enjoy the Michael Jackson slot machine.
Okay. That's a good one. I hear nobody plays it, but okay, right? Oh, hey, who plays? Actually, I probably won't do the pedophile joke, but I could because it's just calling to me. No. The challenge, I'm about ready to share with you the challenge that Wayne has for almost everything we play on this game. I don't really do a lot of the gambling because, as Wayne mentioned, I know how it works. You don't build big, gorgeous buildings with big, gorgeous water fountains and squirty things and lights and stuff if you lose to the customer. In fact, we win to the customer. So we build stuff, and I realize I don't think I really want to play those games because I'm going to lose. Nonetheless, I have to play. There is one game. Every time I walk into the casino, it draws me to it.
Kiss?
I look upon it. You would think that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was at IGT. It's not an IGT game. I was at G2E when that game was announced. I don't know who did it, but they were there. Mm-hmm. Well, not they. Paul and Gene were there.
Right.
And you could just kind of tell they were like, the fuck are we doing here? We sold our soul. Well, Paul said that. Gene's like, I'm making more money. This is what I do. By the way, would you like the Kiss casket? Because they sell that. Right. By the way, if you know somebody who gets buried in a Kiss casket, you might be a redneck. Thank you. Okay. So every time I walk in, what I'm drawn to is design. So the physical design of the cabinet and the game design as well. Now, the game design encompasses many things. The visual, the video, the music, the words. Are they drawing from a theme? So in your case, Michael Jackson. Are there little kids hanging out in the back of the room? I don't know, but that would be thematic. For me, my favorite one, and this will surprise everybody, Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka is the best game I've ever seen. The cabinet is unusual. Mm-hmm. It's not your rectangle. It's not that new big giant wave thing that kind of lurches over you like, we want all of your money. No. It's friendly. It's tall. It's got crazy candy and circles and blobs, and it's magic.
What are some of the bonus games like on Willy Wonka,
Who the
Scott?
fuck knows?
Oh, you mean you've never gotten a bonus game on Willy Wonka?
No.
Oh, so it's okay to give me shit because I've never been to Javier's.
But I've seen the bonus
But you've
games.
never played Willy Wonka. But it's the best. Play Willy Wonka, kids. Scott's never played it, but he says it's the best.
Well, that's weird. I can't have that call right now. It's a Podworks customer. Yeah, in California. Nonetheless. So, listen, I'm not saying that it's great, bad. I'm just saying it's the best looking game out there. Now, the truth is, there's another game I was going to mention that's got 4D, which means that you can put your hand in front of it and you can feel stuff happening that I saw at G2E today, or this week, or not this week, this year. But it's not out yet, so it doesn't make any sense. But when you guys see this game, you guys will freak the hell out because it's crazy. But I'm going to go Willy Wonka. Okay, live chat, Willy Wonka or Michael, you see the little kids running behind me, Jackson game. Willy Wonka. It's kind of weird that they both have kids involved.
That's true.
We should probably stop this show.
Yeah. Yeah, Willie gave out candy to kids.
Okay,
he was just a windowless van shy
2,
of
3, 4. Oh, this is just not going your way, big fella. And again, your good buddy Scott. Oh man, this is not even close. I'm sorry, bud. You know what I appreciate about you? You try. You work hard. You're 0 for 3 on this one. You're 98% losing. But you know what you're going to do well in?
I would rather lose with dignity in my head held high.
That's good.
Than to win in the
disrespectful game that we're playing.
In the Sodom and Gomorrah you call a show topic.
Let's have a drink.
Have a drink on me. Have a drink on me. Come on.
Yeah. All right, it's time for Have a Drink on Me. It's part of the show that I show you a picture of a bar or a speakeasy or a club or a nightclub or a lounge or a something or other.
When was the last time you were in a nightclub in this town?
Nightclub. You mean a boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom. Never. Okay, so bar, speakeasy. Bar, speakeasy.
Bar, speakeasy.
Bar. dive bar. Okay, speakeasy. That's I'm not going to a.
I think we got those down.
All right. So you go there, and I go there. I take a picture, and we show you the picture, and you have a chance to win many, many things.
Now, do you drink in this bar, or do you just sneak in and take pictures like a
Like
creeper?
you do at Mexican restaurants. I just walk by. Actually, I don't even walk by. I've heard it's good, but I don't know anything about it. No, I actually go there and drink and take a picture. Now, if you enter into the game, you have a chance to win many things. We're going to tell you how to enter in a second. But first, we're going to tell you what you can. Which one are we using for the sound for that? Do we have a sound for that? We do, right? This one here. Here it is.
For those of you watching out there with heliophobia, do you know what that is, Scott?
The fear of not going to Mexican restaurants?
Fear of the sun.
Oh.
Fear of the sun. If you have heliophobia,
That's very good.
You can help yourself out in public with the new and improved, it's still the same model.
Pretty much.
Vegas Video, now in khaki. Vegas Video Network Pfizer. Keep that mean old sun off your face and out of your eyes.
Sun.
And, worry about other things than that.
Go to
Hey,
Mexican restaurants.
what if you're one of our fans out there that suffer from sedate phobia?
Wow, look at you.
Do you know what that is?
Fear of Christmas.
Fear of silence.
Oh, that's good.
You can fill that silence with the dulcet tones of Chris McCoustic 2, or get Jazzathon. You will just shoo that silence out of the room while smooth guitar just takes over your eardrums. And finally, if you don't fit into either of those categories and yet you have dysophobia,
The fear of being sober?
the fear of being thirsty,
Damn it.
then Scott will help you conquer that fear. He will take your hand delicately, lead you to a bar, dive bar, lounge, bar, or dive bar, because he doesn't go to clubs.
Hell no.
And he will buy you a drink that, at least for a short time, will help you forget that you were afraid of thirst.
Very good. Thank you so much there, Wayne. There's a couple ways that you can win here. Very well done. First, you submit an email, and you submit that email to, don't tell anybody, have a drink at VegasVideoNetwork.com. Again, have a drink at VegasVideoNetwork.com.
Don't tell anybody. That is just going to be our little secret. If you tell someone, I will find you and I will kill you on Facebook Live.
It'll be my secret, your secret, and the 4,000 people who watch us every week. What's it called? Have a drink at VegasVideoNetwork.com. You're going to send in your entry. That's one way to get in. Here's another way. If you do that opening video, just like
The guy with the short arms.
Mark did, he gets himself, which reminds me, he gets himself in the what you call it, Mark.
Generally, I frown on selfie sticks, but Mark could use one.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So Mark gets in there already because he provided the opening video for us. So there's one for Mark right there. Boom, way to go, Mark. Wait a minute. Other ways? Yeah, if you're in the live chat and you submitted a correct answer, you get another one in there. Wait a minute. If you submit a video or a photo entry, boom, you get another entry as well. Any other way? I think that's about it.
Being the first.
Oh, yeah. If you're the first person in, look at you for remembering that. That's good. If you're the very
Someone's
first,
got to keep track of
I know.
things
If you're
around
very
here.
first, because we keep adding this thing, it's kind of nutty. If you are the very first correct answer, you also get another correct answer because we are your bestest friends. Okay, this has been an interesting one. This was a hard one.
Well, hold on. Before you get started, Scott.
sorry, did I-
what about our gallery of heliophobias?
Sorry.
Heliophobiacs.
What would I do without you? You're the fantasticest. Yes, there's something that does happen to certain people. Which people? Well, the heliophobiacs thing, whatever you're talking about. People who are afraid of the sun. They say to me, Scott, I'm a winner, and they are. And then they say, Scott, I would like one of these. I would like to have a visor, please. And so I send them a visor. And they put it on their head, and then all of a sudden, angels start singing and shit. And then they take a picture, and they send that photo to me. And then we take that photo, and we enter them into something very special. What is it, Scott? We
A support group?
What?
A support group?
Or a boy band, or the galaxy of gods. There is Steve and Michael and Robert and Rosie and Michael and there's Scott and Pinky and Bud and Alan and Aaron who are nudists. And then there's Bob And there's Bob, Swipe, and Danny, and Shan, and Vegas Dog, 222, and our Hawaiian friends. Whoop, I'm sorry, that's Glenn. That's not a Hawaiian friend. On my phone, I'm so confused. And there's Jimmy and Rob, and there's Ken, who's Hawaiian, Stuart, and there's Christina, whose all babies are because of my music, and Don. And then there's Jackie as well, and Michael Lockout, and our bunny pops, and Sammy and Carol, and a dog, and Chris, who we launched Talktail 7 years ago today, and Brett's dad, and your buddy Scott, and Wayne, who never wears his hat anymore, and our buddy Brett. All right, okay. It's not good.
Is Chris a father yet?
Not yet. Bacon in the oven.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
that's moving along.
That will be fun to watch.
Oh,
Fun to watch.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a tough one. We got 12 entries. Of those 12, 10 or 11 were correct.
or
You're going to decide.
okay.
Naming conflict. Mm-hmm. I kind of know where I am on this, but I'm going
right.
to let you decide
Well.
on this. Fair enough?
I am kind of a big deal around here.
You are the big deal. Okay, here we go. So, number one entry, Kiwi Kim, Australia in the house. I sure hope you don't win. One for the correct answer, one being for the first correct answer. She might even be in the live. She's been in the live chat. Oh, she's in the live chat as well. Kiwi Kim gets a triple. How many times have you heard that, Kiwi? Well, I was listening to the show, and they said I had a triple. I'm not sure what that means. Well, it doesn't really mean anything. You're okay.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Dan Jaga, known as Dak 533 Dags. He's in the live chat. One with the correct answer. You're the one supposed to be doing this.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking rat bastard.
Do I get a? Oh, there we go.
Dags. Or,
Jags?
Jags. 53. I knew I was working too hard.
Glad to see that we got office supply budget back over here.
You know how much those damn things cost?
The way you buy them,
$16 for a couple packs. They're sticky yellow things.
just buy in bulk. As many as you go through. Costco, baby.
Monica Fagan, Binky, 51. We've got Andy from New Hampshire. We've got Gregos Taperos, who's in the live chat. So Gregor Tap, or Greg Tap. Greg Tap.
Did you say what the answer was?
Fantastic. Good call. That's good. Here it is.
Just curious.
That's a good call. There it is. That was last week's Have a Drink on Me. It was Davidoff at Geneva at Fashion Show Mall, little cigar bar that's right on the strip, right on the street itself. It's in front of, what's that restaurant? The Tapayaka thing.
Oh, teppanyaki.
What's it called?
It's
No, it's actually not that one. It's it's on the front. It's in this front. It's,
okay.
It's good. It's a good restaurant. Good cigars. If you don't
Do
mind
they flip
paying
the shrimp tail into the pocket? and
30.
Do the volcano?
Well, that's that place is there. Oh, I can't even keep up anymore. Yeah. Okay. So here we are. Let's go. Where are we at?
We just did Gregor.
You got him in there twice?
Yep.
Okay, good. Steve I, the wise guy, one for the correct answer. Steve I for being in the live chat. And Craig Daughtry, Vegas Dog 222, one for the correct answer. One for being in the live chat. That's Craig Daughtry. And he writes, Wayne, I can't wait for my Panthers to play your Raiders in Sin City. And guess what? You do have to wait for approximately 3 years.
That's a while. And then who knows if they'll play the Jaguars. That's the NFC.
Sorry that you were told that you were wrong, Craig.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's wrong. Just saying it might be a while.
You're wrong.
Might be a while.
Okay, here we go.
Listen, nobody else is going to want those Jags tickets, so he'll have the first rights of refusal.
Okay, we got Michael Hayden. Michael writes. I'll read this one because I have a bunch of notes on it. I'll the correct answer. Michael writes, hey, the name of the bar is Davidoff at Geneva Cigar Bar. My name is Michael Hayden. I live in Sydney, Ohio. I'll be in Vegas May 1st to May 8th. That means he's here
Right now. I wondered who was peeping in the window a minute
Creepy
ago.
guy, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand why he had his pants around his ankles. I don't think that's appropriate.
Well, I figured just it was warm out.
Well, it is a bit ball sweat.
Yeah.
He's a little wet.
Yeah.
You know what he should use? Baby powder. That cools you off.
Does it?
In the summertime, I sometimes have to apply baby powder. It just makes me feel better. I'm just saying it does. I'm not bragging, just saying it does. Okay. He's staying at Alara. So now you guys all know if you want to rip off his identity, his name is Mike Hayden. He's from Sydney, Ohio, and he's at the Alara from the 1st to the 8th. I think I might have found the bar. The name is, you already said that. Okay, fantastic. Good job. Continuing on. We've
Moving
got
right on.
Barb from Oakland.
Was this Barb Shotness?
No.
Oh.
This is Barb from Oakland, who I thought was from Ohio or whatever I said
Oklahoma.
last week. Oklahoma. Her email address is Pandora Spice.
Ooh.
Here's what she writes.
Probably the 6th Spice Girl, and they just cut it at 5.
A lot of people getting cut.
Yeah. Hey, guys. Barb from Oakland, the very well-armed liberal here.
You don't like her already. Let her go.
Not sure why you needed to lead with that, Barb, but okay. Ready to participate in the contest with the answer for the Haddam quiz for show number 302.
Look at that.
The answer is the Davidoff Cigar Bar. This is a place I hope to be able to take my brother and niece when we visit in summer of 2018. Take your time, Barb.
No worries.
That is presuming I won't need body armor in Vegas, as it's not needed in Oakland.
Right.
And also presuming...
Wait a minute. What?
I'm just reading what it says.
I've been to Oakland.
And also presuming it won't cost $87 just to park there. It will not, Barb. Your first hour is free. Then it's $12.
So you get to go in, listen to the national anthem, and then rush your ass out just so you can make it. By the way.
Well, no, I'm talking the cigar bar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. That's at the fashion show. You'll never have.
Oh, no, there's no free hour at Raider Stadium. That'll be like $50.
$100,000.
Yeah.
Now, so are you done with that?
Love the show. Thanks so much.
Now, hold on. The name of the bar is Davidoff at Geneva. What did she write?
And I'm going to go back here. She says, and I quote, the answer is the Davidoff Cigar Bar.
I'm going to let you decide if that's a go or no go.
And you said that it's the official, it's Davidoff at Geneva.
Yes.
Well, Barb, you know, I'm in a jovial mood. I'm 3 Coors Lights and a glass of wine in. However, you bust out the body armor jokes and you start knocking the Raiders. And let me go ahead and take that, Scott.
There you go.
Because this entry is toast.
I'm sorry. Here's what we'll do. We'll put it in there, but no one's going to pick it out. Okay, we're continuing on. I'm sorry, Barb. I really wanted you to get the vote in. A Bill from Seattle writes, hi guys, good episode on the Raiders coming to town. If you mean by good, scary and frightful and saddening.
It's the future, Scott.
Everything.
Get out of the past.
The future is going to hell. I'm going to get in a boat and boat around the world. Okay, missed the live chat, so I had to catch it on the YouTube. Hate missing the extra time after the show. I agree. Also, you had me worried that have a drink was going away for a moment. That's unlikely. $13,000 to the feds. She's talking about my IRS payment. My check was only $2,000, but I still hate to pay more. You shouldn't hate to pay. Paying is good. Anyways, the bar is Davidoff.
They don't charge you like tax fees on top of that?
They do. Don't care. Looks pretty classy. Here's to hoping I win. Bill from absolutely. I pay a small penalty, and I'm happy to do it. Happy to do it. It's minute. It's less than a half of a percent kind of. Fuck them. They don't get my money.
Well, they do.
Until I'm ready to give it to them. They don't get in the middle of it. Fuck that, Bill. Okay. And then finally, Laura Meakin, female.
Laura says, hey, Scott and Wayne.
Hey!
I might be a week behind. Just caught the Haddam on LiLV number 302. Can't see a more up-to-date one. Barb, there's a refresh button. It's an arrow in a 3/4 circle. Go ahead and hit that guy.
What she's trying to say is we're not doing weekly anymore. We're doing bi-weekly, and nothing happened. That's what she's basically saying.
It's the cigar bar Davidoff of Geneva, located at Fashion Show Mall.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm actually way behind on your shows. Laura, sometimes less is more.
Right.
You probably should stop sharing. Been moving house, then more hours at work. It's been a bit crazy. Hopefully back to normal soon, and I'll catch the show when it goes on YouTube sooner rather than later. Laura, we're live every Tuesday. VegasVideoNetwork.com.
And third Tuesday.
/live.
First and
Third.
Tuesday.
Check, go to Vegas Video Network /schedule to confirm.
Look at you.
Hope you're both well. Best wishes, Laura.
Thank you, Laura.
That's what I had to do today.
How'd it go?
Is check the schedule and say, are we first and third or second or fourth?
That's what you want.
Oh, looks like I'm going in.
You want to hear the co-host going, I'm not really sure I'm on tonight. Let me go check what the official...
And that's when Hannah said, oh, really? Because I'm supposed to go somewhere else, too. And I said, oh.
And that's when you said...
Looks like we're rock, paper, scissoring this one.
Rochambeau. What's the first one that you always do? Ready?
Rock.
1, 2, 3. Well,
1, 2, 3, shoot.
1, 2, 3, shoot. Well, so but that's not fair.
Scissors,
You
cut,
said
paper.
rock. You lied to me. All right, here we go. All right, so let's grab our thing. Here we go. Again, the correct answer was...
David off of Geneva.
Off of Geneva.
And the correct entry will be from the lady from Australia.
And it won't be this
who will
one.
need international shipping.
Yes, if she wins, we're going to have to pull it out again. Here we go.
Oh,
No, she wins. She gets an MP3 of any one of my audios.
Kiwi Kim. Come on,
Come on, Kiwi Kim.
Come on, Kiwi Kim.
Boo, Kiwi Kim.
Come on, Kiwi Kim.
What do you got? And the answer is? You said Kiwi Kim. Okay, it's my next door neighbor, Bill. Bill wins. Congratulations. Can you believe this?
No,
Kiwi Kim.
I think that says Kiwi Kim.
It does say Kiwi Kim.
Yeah.
So Kiwi Kim.
Kiwi Kim from where's she from again?
I'm going to say Manhattan.
Oh, Manhattan via Australia?
Shit, who knows? She's going to win. Oh, no, if I win, I want a drink. Thank you, Kiwi Kim. God bless your little heart. I will get, you know what? Kiwi Kim gets 2 drinks. Now, I'm going to forget I said that. So you're going to want to record this. And, well, shit, we're recording it. You just want to remind me.
Right.
Because I'll forget.
Episode 303.
By the way, you have to prove that you live in Australia. If you're from Australia, but now you live in Montana, first of all, congratulations on the
She said she'll be out here at the end of the year.
Well, then guess what? I'll be buying you a drink at the end of the year.
Well, you said 2.
I'll be buying you 2 drinks. Thanks, Wayne. You fucking pain in my ass. Okay, let's look at this week's. I remembered.
Oh.
Let's look at this week's Have a Drink on Me. It's going to be another hard one, kids. I'm not screwing around anymore with this 25,000 entries. This week's Have a Drink on Me. Hint number 1. We're going to go downtown, but it's not the one that you probably first think of. We're going downtown, but it's not the one that you probably first think of when I say downtown. Hint number 2. I think you can see the Vegas Knights practice field from here. I think you can see the Vegas Knights practice facility.
Oh, I was going to say practice field.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so I made a...
Look at you with the hockey.
Look at me.
You're a real sports nut.
I'm going to be one of those guys.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say that again because I screwed it up. I think you can see the Vegas Knights practice facility from here. Actually, I know you can see the practice facility from this bar. Hit number 3, there's a chance it was named after the home of people who are particularly mean to bulls. I think it's named after the home of people who are particularly mean to bulls. If you know the name of this here bar, you're going to send an email to haveadrink@vegasvideonetwork.com.
Oh, go ahead.
Again,
Have a drink at VegasVideoNetwork.com. This is fantastic. And we'll have to talk about this maybe in post show or do some retooling when we inevitably do a relaunch. Barb in Wisconsin has a great comment. Have your resort fee on me would be a better game.
No, because the most expensive drink on the strip is about $18, $19. Resort fee, $34, $35. So, Barb, while I appreciate the sentiment, no. But we know what you could do, Barb, if you want a more official response, send us an email.
Wayne.
Axl Rose is a bitch. Okay, it's time for Have a Drink. Nope, it's time for listener
Next.
email. You're going to send an email to where? OnAirQ@livinginLV.com. Again, OnAirQ@livinginLV. Now, if we get a female question, Wayne's going to read it.
Oh, I do? Not the giant question mark?
Nope,
Okay.
you're going to read it. Look, I get a lot of people who want to be in this seat.
I know.
Don't get braggy on me.
You should just put in reserve for future use on it.
It's too fast, though. That question mark goes up in just 2 seconds. I can't have a long written joke there. We're going a little long, by the way. We're at 55 minutes because of your talk about Javier's and how you didn't know what the hell you were talking about. Yeah, I hear
Says the guy who's never played Willy
By the
Wonka.
way, where is Javier's? I hear it's in Aria. What kind of movie? Well, I believe it's Mexican. Have you ever been there? It's only been there a couple of years. Well, it's been there since the beginning. Fantastic. All right, so our first email is from Teresa, and she writes...
Teresa says, hello.
Hi.
I just want to ask a question.
Fair enough.
We are getting ready to come to Las Vegas the end of May into June, and we'll be staying at the Silver Sevens Hotel.
Oh, there you go.
Reviews were a little questionable.
I'm going to go mixed.
But it was a package deal, so we took it.
Right. Where did you get the package from? And who are you going to get your money back from once you realize that you're at the Silver Seven?
The address is 4100 Paradise Road.
Oh, and I know where it is. We all know where it is.
The strip is 2 to 3 blocks away.
Give or take.
Is it safe that the... Is it safe in that neighborhood to walk? We won't have a car.
What?
And will depend on public transportation.
Fantastic.
We are active grandparents.
Yeah.
Oh my
God, Jesus Christ.
Traveling with our 13 to 14-year-old grandchildren.
Oh, my God. That sounds great.
We refuse to use wallets and carry our money on the outside of our clothing. No.
Wait.
We plan to take them to see the Grand Canyon,
Right.
But I wanted to ask about that area since I heard you talking about different areas. My granddaughter does want to see the graffiti in the Arts District, but we'll be doing that during the day.
You bet you will.
Thank you. I enjoy your program.
Thanks.
Teresa from Ohio.
Okay, Teresa. So, a couple things. You know, we sometimes joke about the whole Kevlar jacket. Not a joke here. No, I'm kidding, actually. So here's the deal. So what's it called? Super Seven?
Silver Sevens. It used to be Terribles.
Used to be Terrible. Terrible. What's Terribles? What's a great name for a casino, right? It is if you own it, because they also own, I don't know, half the car washes here.
Convenience stores.
Half the convenience stores, half the gas stations. And he owns the Newport Beach waterway home that used to be owned by John Wayne.
Hey, partner.
It's nice. That's very good. It's fantastic. Anyways, so that property, very much like you and Javier, I've never been inside Super Sevens.
I've been inside the Silver Sevens.
Oh, Silver Sevens. So tell us a little bit about Silver Sevens first.
Silver Sevens is located, I believe, on
Paradise and Harmon, isn't it?
Yeah, Paradise and Harmon, that's correct. Yeah. Down the street from what used to be, and I never got to go there because it burned down, the Key Largo Casino. Had that Art Deco Miami Vice kind of look.
That's way back there. Flamingo, sorry, Paradise and Flamingo. Thanks,
yes. It might be 2 or 3 blocks, Teresa, according to Google Maps.
Yeah.
In reality,
They're big boy blocks.
They're big boy blocks.
Yeah, it's like you're probably looking at a mile and a half.
You are. Depending on the length of your stay, I would either, if clearly you're in a package deal, so I'm imagining the refunds are hard to come by.
You're going.
That money is sunk. That's a sunken cost.
We got to make this better.
Teresa, I would recommend probably renting a car.
Absolutely.
Unless you're going to set aside money and Uber yourself to the strip into downtown.
Sure. Yep.
I think renting a car would probably be a little cheaper and give you more freedom.
Yeah, the parking
because you can go out of the airport. I know they put on ridiculous taxes and fees, etc., but you can get a small car out of the airport for $25 a day.
Yeah, there's going to be 4 of them. I'm assuming.
Well, 2 kids and 2 grandchildren.
Right,
you throw them in the back. Kids don't need leg
on
room.
The top. It'll be nice out then. They're not going to be cold.
Yeah.
Sunscreen. SPF.
The casino itself is fine, as long as you're not doing silly things. You're not loitering in the casino after midnight.
Yeah.
You're not hanging out outside to get some air at 2 a.m. You'll be okay. But I would not walk it,
Absolutely
especially with younger kids.
I'm not saying not to walk it because it's not safe. It's fine there. It's not a problem. I mean, it's a pretty well-traveled area. You'll see a lot of people with suitcases dragging it up and down there. You'll also see people with suitcases walking into McCarran Airport. those people have misjudged the distance from, let's call it Tropicana, probably, to that. So don't do that. But Wayne's absolutely right. So get an Uber. I'd actually would do Uber. The only thing with rent-a-car is great, and I used to be, I would say get a rent-a-car because they are cheap. It's the parking at the casinos. If you park at an MGM property, you're going to pay. If you park at a Caesars property, you're going to pay.
Yep.
So that's the problem with the rent-a-car. Now, there's a handful of properties still in Las Vegas on the Strip where you don't have to pay to park. So if you go to a Wynn property, or you go to a Sands property, or you go way up to say Stratosphere, then you're okay. And downtown, actually, a lot of those places are still paid for parking, but
They validate, though.
they do. They do. Actually, my favorite place to go in downtown is the Grand, and it's a expensive valet unless you have a drink or eat on 3rd Street. So you get one drink at Triple George, you get yourself or even actually the Pizza Rock or whatever it's called. That's it. It validates the whole thing. So that's the inside scoop. That's what locals do. So you can't walk. You're going to have to drive, and you're not going to walk because it's dangerous. You're going to walk because it's just a long walk. Okay, let's continue. La-da-dee, la-da-da. Okay, let me see about this one here. Well, we'll do this one. Okay, this is from Travis. Travis is the gentleman who did the opening video a couple weeks ago. Hey, Scott, Mr. Live 80 here. I took your advice and took my girlfriend to the Capitol Grill at the fashion show. They called me the day before to confirm the reservation as well as tell me that they had a party of 100 people dining 2 hours after my reservation time. This meant I had to move my dinner up an hour. I can say for sure it was the nicest place I've ever dined. Look at me telling the truth. The appetizers were so big that we only ordered 2 each and we split them. Not enough room in the tummy for the main course. Either way, it was a great experience. The staff was very friendly and courteous. Our waiter, Mike Young, along with Robert De Niro, I guess the acting didn't work out for poor Bob. Oh, what are you going to do?
Well, his last movie was that Dirty Grandpa.
Oh, that was a pretty funny movie, though. Explained to us what was going on with the land out the window, and we were facing the north. The wind sign table were unavailable. That's my recommendation. If you can get us looking at the wind sign, that's okay. For us during our reservation time, I had called a locksmith to open your wine locker, but he never showed up. That's pretty funny. He's funny. The overall experience was fantastic and great. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Travis. It's a good place. I say go. Go, go, go. It's the best steak in Las Vegas. That's all I'm saying. All right, here we go.
It's not what the readers of the RJ say.
Let's, right. Again, what's that place?
Outback.
Outback, right. You know what?
Bloomin' onion, baby.
Outback's
You
not
can get the
terrible.
bloomin' onion topped with stuff on top of it now.
That doesn't seem horrible or unhealthy or anything about that. We'll do one more. Read it fast. Ready? Go.
Dearest Scott, I had to tell you how excited we are to have found your humble show.
That's nice.
It won't be long before we call Vegas home.
Right.
I want to say thank you for letting the beers roll on your last episode and making the have a drink on me so easy. I hope to be in your live chat if I can remember my password.
Look, there's no password.
When in the hell did it get so technical with passwords? I remember the days of using your kids' names was enough. My oldest daughter, QWERTY, still hasn't forgiven me.
QWERTY.
Her brother, 12345, goes by his middle name, Go. My youngest was named to keep up with his changes, Bertha1. Thanks for keeping it real, Vegas Streaming, Brian and Danny. I think they were hoping for the writer's strike to hit sooner than it did.
That's so funny you did that.
And it didn't. So
What we've learned today is a couple of things. First of all, we learned that Brian is a nice gentleman, as well as Danny here, Brian and Danny. We've also learned that comedy, come to find out, is hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. There is no password to the live chat. For anybody who heard that and went, fuck this, I'm not going to live chat. There is no password.
Nope.
Here's what you do. You go to the website and you start typing, and guess what? We see your
Anybody
stuff.
can come in.
Everybody.
We got the person whose sister made $1,500 USD working from home 3 hours a week.
Right.
We've got plenty of Lou LaRoe and Sensi consultants just waiting to tell you about how great your life can be.
These are some good people here. Are you with me? All right.
No, we have none of that.
Anything. So the answer is we're free and easy, just like
Sunday morning.
or a girlfriend I used to have. Long time ago. That's not right. I'm sorry. Wayne, anything
She's got
else?
kids now.
Oh, she probably does. Wayne, anything you want to add?
No, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Thanks for playing along.
It was a pleasure to be here and keep you on task.
Thanks for
let you know what order the segments go in.
Thanks for letting Hannah let you. I mean, thanks for telling her what she needed to have happen. Thanks for being the boss, Wayne. Okay, everybody. I think we're going to. I don't know. I guess we're going to be done. Let's be done. There you go.
Oh, such a sad time.
Hey, everybody. Guess what? We're going to be ending, but there's still ways to keep in touch.
There is.
Here's how. First,
You can wait 13 days.
You can wait 13 days. Or you can send us an email so that we can talk about you and make fun of your writing skills as well. And here's how you do that. You send an email to onairq@livinginlv.com. Again, onairq@livinginlv.com. I've listened to your voice. You have the dulcet tones. You've got a great singing voice. I think you're beautiful. What you should do is send us a voicemail. And here's how you do that. You go to our homepage. You click that little orange tab on the right side. And then you click Start Recording. And because you have a microphone attached to your computer, that's right, you're in the 80s, we're going to be able to hear your voice. It'll be recorded, and we'll never forget it ever, ever again. We're on a bunch of social media stuff as well, the Twitter,
Which ones
the
aren't we
Facebook,
on?
who cares? And we're also on the iTunes. Hey, listen. If you're listening to us or watching us on iTunes, give us a 5-star review and just say good things about us.
Log out, log back in as your spouse, do it again.
If you're on YouTube, we're a YouTube partner. Give us a thumbs up. Share us with all your friends and your buddies. We're on a Roku, 73,000 accounts installed. We're on Stitcher, TuneIn, Chromecast, Apple, Google, and Fire TV, Google Play. And of course, the Vegas Video Network website as well. I'm your buddy Scott. There's your buddy Wayne. This is the Living in Las Vegas podcast on the Vegas Video Network. We'll see you next time, everybody. Take care. Ticket.